Guys, stay tuned after the video for a little glimpse of what's coming down the road for a long, long way to go. You know, here at a long, long way to go, you just never know what you're going to be working on, especially when you come up to RockSolidRig's garage. So today we had this, you know, y'all seen in our videos in the back, this was our old car hauler that we had for the Jeep for a long time. And I bought the open wheel and we weren't using it. And Josh and Providence are like, hey, what are you gonna do with the trailer? So, you know, rock solid style, what are you gonna do with the trailer?
We're gonna do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. So, AJ, you're a bad influence.
I'm not a bad influence.
Started talking to me about batteries. As you guys saw in one of his most recent videos, he decided to buy some new batteries because of me, because we started looking at batteries for this.
Yeah, so Josh is the one that got us whole started on looking at those lithium batteries again, the incredible, ridiculous, stupid deal on lithium batteries. So I'm the bad influence? No, he's the bad influence.
We are gonna pull the window unit that's in the wall there and put a rooftop AC, but we're gonna build the inside out so that it's nice and insulated. We'll put a little window there, I think you said we could do.
Yeah, we do. We'll pull this one out. We can put a window in there. We'll go to a rooftop AC.
And yeah, start building some batteries. Maybe throw a generator on the front at some point. Throw, how many? You said we need 3,000 watts of solar panel. No. However many solar panels we need to throw up there so we can keep charging the batteries and make sure we run AC, because as you can see, standing in the shade, I'm sweating my butt off.
Yeah, it's still hot, so.
Yeah, it's humid too.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do today is, you know, it had a manual crank jack on it, which, you know, as we get older and lazier, I mean, speaking for some, myself, I can't stand to crank on these jacks anymore, really. So got an electric jack. We're gonna do the electric jack conversion, get that done today. We picked up just now for a conventional battery. We're gonna do a battery box. We haven't quite decided inside or out. We don't know, but we may just go ahead and do the battery box on the inside, wire everything in, get it all set up, and then when the lithium battery shows up down the road, we'll already have all that hooked up. And there are some solar panels already on the roof from back when we used it a lot, but we're probably gonna upgrade him on those too. The goal in the end would be to try to get a couple of lithium batteries, or maybe 4 at the most. I mean, I don't really, we haven't done all the calculations, but we want to get the roof of this thing set up, and we got tons of real estate up here for solar panels, but we want to try to get this one all set up for them so that whenever they go to Colorado, Utah, wherever our adventures are taking us next, that, you know, if it is warm outside, right, we wouldn't necessarily have to worry about generators and gas and all that kind of stuff like that. We would use that for a backup. We'd just be able to run everything off the solar, do the roof air, and run it off the lithium batteries, which is not going to be really all that big a deal. Josh found an incredible roof air unit that's like 15,000 BTU.
15,000 BTU,
yeah.
1,500 watts.
But it only draws 1,500 watts max peak at like 15 amps.
I think so.
Yeah, and that's only at startup, folks. So, you know, once you start up, right, man, that amp load falls off. But anyway, today's primary focus is to get us lazy folk where we can just jack the trailer up and down for right now and then move on to bigger and better projects. But like I told y'all before in the other video, they have some fun ideas for this trailer. We weren't using it, so it works great for them. Mjolnir fits in there like a freaking animal. And until they go to 40s, well, we may have to do a little bit after that. But anyway, that's it for today. We're just going to get all this stuff done. And two, folks, we just wanted to throw this video out there about having to work on stuff while 3/4 of the country is off gallivanting in the Smoky Mountain Jeep invasion. Yeah. We here at RockSolidRig are working on more projects for the future. We had a lot of work to do. Schedules conflicting and stuff like that. We just weren't able to make Smoky Mountains this year, but maybe next year. Definitely maybe next year. But anyway, we got tons of projects like this that are just looming, and just so y'all know that not every single weekend is all about fun and games. We do actually work occasionally.
Usually a week of fun and games, 3 weeks of fixing crap that we break, 2 weeks of fixing crap we break, and 1 week of doing stuff that we need to do.
Yep. They've been in there for a while, folks.
A little bit.
Just like that, though. One jack. Of course, as you can see, you know, through 20 years of not being so friendly on a jack, it happens. It's not a big deal. Anyway, we're just going to take them. We're just going to cut the end off. The only reason we got to have to cut the end off is it just won't slip up through the sleeve. This trailer actually has a sleeve in here rather than just this one plate. There's a sleeve that runs down through there, so it just won't fit up through the sleeve.
We found dirt. Let's see, I bet that thing might be warm. There you go.
One jack.
Now what are we gonna do with that? You keep that, and it's a security device to bash people in the head.
And through the power of YouTube, just like that one electric jack, and it actually works, which is, you know, speaking highly of this group.
Battery's a little low, but
yeah, battery is a little low, but it's just a temporary battery anyways. So one thing we found was, let me find where I put it here. Oh, level. One thing we found is the instructions tell you to just manually level the trailer. Go ahead, Josh, lower it down some. All right, yeah, which are all the way down, but we're darn close to level. So what we found was the level in the jack, though, is not very level. It is now, because what I did was I had to put a washer underneath this side. The instructions literally say, loosen and adjust the screws to set the level based on your temporary level here. But there's no adjustment in them, so we weren't sure. Anyway, all we did was we took the screws out, took the level out, put a washer underneath it, sucked it back down, and boom, there it is. That's close enough, guys. Man,
way closer than we get with our iPhones.
Yeah, if y'all want closer than that, we need to contact the government or something. I don't know.
Underneath.
Also, oh God, we had to go all out and get the lighted version, because you know how many of us like to unhitch and hitch in the dark. Again, around here, you never know what we're going to break and what time we'll ever get back. But anyway, now we're going to, like I say, the battery is temporary. Obviously, we just run some jumper cables over here, but we got to get the wire. We're going to run it down inside, put a box, and blah, 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 blah. We'll be back in just a few seconds. All right, so there it is. I mean, there's really no reason to necessarily show you guys each and every single nut and bolt. I mean, you know how to take 3 bolts out, slide a jack out, put another jack in, bolt it down. Anyway, there it is. We got the jack all installed. We got it wired into the, I'm going to start ahead and we'll get to the point. We got the jack wired in here into our main harness going into the trailer. That way, it's tied in to where the 12-volt charging wire coming off the truck that's going to be charging the trailer is also tied into that. So the 12-volt wire comes out of the truck. It's going to go into the trailer. We put an onboard battery on the trailer so that the jack will draw basically all its high load will come off the battery. And this is only to maintain the battery for now until we get some solar and stuff hooked up. You can't power this through that 12-volt accessory wire off the truck. These jacks do draw a pretty high amount of amperage. And as a matter of fact, this one at heavy load, which is rated at 4,000 pounds, can draw upwards of almost 25 amps. So that is entirely too much current to go through that 7-way. So that's why we tied it into the main trailer. We put a battery in there. I'll show you that in just a second. But there it is, electric jack. This is only the first of many projects to come for the new RockSolidRig trailer. Again, we had this trailer and we really didn't ever use it, and Josh and Prive asked us about buying it. So anyway, there it is. They're, like I say, they got a lot of plans for it. But let me show you what we did inside now. They are going to a lithium batteries in here also, because once we get the solar done, we're going to wire the trailer. We're going to be putting a roof area in. As you see, we've started tearing out the inside already. We're going to be redoing the whole inside of this trailer. And all we did for now, we just mounted a battery up here in the front. That way there's power inside the trailer now. We can go ahead and start getting the lights and stuff done in here. We're going to be doing some LED lighting and stuff in here as well. So with the lithium batteries, once they show up and we get those mounted in here, we'll do a more permanent installation. This is just a temporary battery. It's just a 12-volt liquid lead acid battery, but we needed something on board now for the jack for right now. But anyway, that's it. That's temporary. Lots more stuff coming down the road, guys, for these, for us and RockSolidRig. Be sure and check them out if you haven't. RockSolidRig on YouTube. www.rocksolidrig.com. You can go there. You can find all our stuff there for RockSolidRig. And of course, our site, a long way to go. We do appreciate every one of you guys that comes along for the ride. But this is a little bit of a code crossing over. We all ride together here. We're all RockSolidRig. We just run the different side just to show different stuff like this. But I'm sure there'll be more coming on Josh and Prav's website, as well as our YouTube channel as well. But that's it for now. Project number 1, electric jack. Project number 2, get some onboard power. Done. See y'all next time.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Probably some of the boldest words ever spoken about adventure right there by Mr. William Shatner. And while we're not going to be seeking out strange new worlds or boldly going where no man has gone before, we are still going to be seeking out adventure. You're going to notice in the upcoming series on building this trailer back here that there's going to be a lot more co-interaction between 2 separate channels, RockSolidRig and A Long Way to Go. If you watch our channel, and well, I hope you do, you're going to notice that there is a lot of RockSolidRig in our channel. If you watch RockSolidRig, and I hope you do, you're going to notice that we are in a lot of their videos. That's because they have become part of our family, and we have become part of their family. The upcoming series on building this trailer is going to be about that co-action between the 2 channels. The adventures that this trailer served us in have been limitless, and it was time to pass it on for a new set of adventures. RockSolidRig wanted the trailer. We offered it to them. They took it because that trailer deserves a new set of adventures. The upcoming series on building the trailer is going to be about putting their ideas into place in the trailer. And while I didn't have all the ideas, I definitely had a lot of skills that I could offer them to help them try to achieve that goal. We've really come to love our RockSolidRig family just as they have our family. And this is looking forward to more adventures coming as we co-intertwine even more moving into the future about common adventures. If you're subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. It comes from the heart every time I tell you how much I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, it is entirely up to you to push that button. I hope that you do. I hope that you'll give us a chance. I am not a professional videographer. We are simply sharing our life's adventures between these 2 channels. So I hope that you'll come along for the ride. I appreciate you watching, and here's to seeking out more adventures, and we will see you guys very soon.